Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get Android Auto or Apple CarPlay on your Infiniti Q50 using this kit right here. Okay, so installing this kit is honestly not bad at all. And it's actually fairly easy in my opinion. You're just going to be taking apart that top screen, inserting something in between it, putting it back, running a few wires, and that's pretty much it. And the best part about this kit, you can install this at home and give your car a OEM plus look without having to break the bank. Okay, so we're inside the vehicle and I'm going to show you guys how to take this top screen apart. So to remove these two trim pieces right here, you want to pull up and pull towards you, like so. Same with the other side. And then you're going to want to open this up and pull up from right here as well. And this is just held in by some clips. Now you're going to have two screws right here. Then once you have that removed, so you want to put your car in ignition mode and you want to put the shifter in neutral. Then once you have it in neutral, you want to pull down on the boot. And there's going to be a metal pin right here that you're going to want to remove. Once you remove that, it comes out like so. Now this is just held on by some clips. So let's go ahead and grab it from here and pull up. You don't have to unplug it, so I'm just going to set this to the side. Now you can put your car back in park, turn it off. Now your AC vents should be able to pop off. And then you're going to have two screws right here holding on this screen. And the screen gets removed like so. And you have three connectors back here that you need to disconnect. Now, once that is removed, the last two screws are going to be right here. And this is what's holding in your top screen. Go ahead and pull it out and disconnect all the connectors on the back. So now that we have the top screen removed, let's head inside and install our board behind the screen. And here's everything included when you purchase this product. We have a set of instructions here. Along with that, you have the board that goes behind your top screen, and you have all the wire needed to wire this up. So now that we have the top screen off the car, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver to just remove all the backing holding on the screen. So now you're going to remove these Phillips screwdrivers. Once you have those three screws removed, this will come off like so. You're going to want to do the same for the other side. Remove these three screws. You're going to want to remove these two screws right here, along with these two right here as well. Then you're going to want to remove these four screws right here. This last one's hidden behind this right here. Then once you have all your screws off, it should be able to lift up and come off like this. You want to fold this over with the logo facing down like so, because we need to disconnect our fan right here. Now go ahead and set that to the side. So before we remove this screw right here, we need to remove this connector, and this connector right here. And you want to remove this connector right here. This connector lifts up, and then you'll be able to remove the wire. You push up on the connector, and then you'll be able to remove the wire. And then for this one, you want to lift up this tab like so, and then it should be able to come out. So now let's remove this screw in the middle. So now we could remove our board. Now with our new board, this is going to be placed right here. And you want to make sure you keep this plastic piece under it. It just protects it from shorting out. So now what you need to do is you need to connect this connector right here, this connector right here. And the same way how you took them out is the same way you're going to put them in. So lift up on this tab, insert it, and push it back in to lock it. Make sure you push it all the way in and lock the tab by pushing it down. Go ahead and lift up on this connector. Let's insert this connector right here. And while holding it in, just lock the tab. Make sure that the white line is not visible. So before we put the motherboard back on, we need to run a cable from right here. And that is going to be this cable right here with the blue circular connector right here. So you just want to go ahead and plug this in. So now we can reinstall our motherboard. Go ahead and put your screw back in the middle. And you want to connect everything that was disconnected. Lift up on the tab, insert the new cable. Lift up on this again, and insert the new cable like so. And ensure that the blue line is evenly showing. So now we could go ahead and put the backing back on. Make sure to connect your fan. And insert the cover back on. And yes, you will have a wire hanging out of it now. So let's go ahead and put the four screws back. Now let's go ahead and put our top screws back on. Now let's go ahead and install our side pieces. Okay, so we have everything installed now. Now let's go ahead and install everything else back on the car. Okay, so we're back inside the car. Now let's install all the remaining connectors needed to make sure this works. Let's connect our USB cable. This is what it's going to feed our Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And then let's connect up our main harness. So for our main harness, we need to connect this to the top screen connector like so. Now we're going to need to run this aux cord. And if your Q50 does not have this, the kit does include a USB to aux converter. So instead you'll just connect it to the USB port. And then you're going to run the USB cable that you connected earlier in through here as well. So we're now ready to install everything. So you have two options. You could either hide the module right here, or you could hide it right here. And I'm going to choose this spot because it'll just be way easier if I ever need to go back and service it or change it out. So before we tuck this away, make sure you connect the connector that's coming out of your screen to the actual module. Now let's go ahead and hide this. And I hid mine here. Now let's go ahead and put everything back together. We're going to connect all the connectors back up, including our new connector right here, back to our top screen. So before you continue on and you put everything back together, you want to go ahead and connect your phone via USB. You want to make sure that either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto works. If not, you want to double check your connectors on your motherboard. Now let's go ahead and put the screws back on. Let's go ahead and reinstall our second screen. And let's put our two screws back on. Let's go ahead and throw the car into neutral to put this back on. Now let's put our shifter back on, along with your pin right there. And I forgot to include this in the video, but install your AC vents along with the centerpiece. Okay, so we have the module finally installed, and we have a phone right here that we're testing. And you could clearly see that there is little to no lag at all. And the best part is about this kit, it actually boosts your audio. So let me show you. So let's go ahead and turn up the audio, and it's very loud. But not only do you have CarPlay, you have Android Auto. You can screencast your phone onto this and watch videos as well. And yes, it also does support wireless CarPlay as well. You do not need to have it wired all the time. And yes, this kit does work for all these years right here. But if your car is a 2014 model, you need to check your manufacturer date right here because your car will require a different type of motherboard.